Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes here, and some justice here. A major step forward since this law was enacted for sextortion back in 2023, and also Nigeria, notorious for a lot of things that happen like this, and you don't normally see somebody getting extradited here for something like this.
Two parts. What I say as a parent of teenagers, this is obviously something parents' worst nightmare. You don't expect that death would result in something like this, and so my heart goes out to the father there, and their entire family. You're talking about you expect children to be bullied online, for them to have harder times than we had because we didn't have online. But this is the worst nightmare. This law obviously is a step in the right direction. You're talking about the harshest penalty, as Jody mentioned, it's death because it resulted in the death of the teen. A couple of things. The judge talked about there's no condition that you can set that I can see or that I can release you. Similar to our last case where we talk about is a high amount of bond for a charge like that. I would agree with the judge's statement that you are a danger to the community, that you're someone that I don't want to place out there because I can't assure that the community will be safe from your future harms that you could go out and commit. They touched on the other multiple defendants that could potentially be out there. It was left under seal. You leave it under seal because you don't want that other person or people that are out there to try to flee or to elude some type of justice. And the other portion is the not seeking the death penalty. No country is going to want to extradite to America if they know I'm sending one of my citizens, even if they're charged with horrendous crimes, that I'm sending one of my citizens to go to death. And so that would have been a part of any negotiated plea that, yes, we'll send them, we'll work with American authorities, but we can't agree to the death penalty. So it's negotiated throughout the entire process.
As you were saying, this is certainly a horrific situation that unfolded here. FBI data shows that between 2021 and 2023, there were nearly 13,000 sextortion victims. So in South Carolina, this type of law is working to gain some sort of justice.
It is. I mean, I mention it all the time. The justice system has a multiple facets. It's going to be the rehabilitative portion, right? And at some point, this individual will have an opportunity even to be rehabilitated if he remains in prison. But then on the other portion is the deterrent system. Will it deter someone else from doing this in the future? Well, if I'm looking at the internet and I can see, hey, this person is going to go to prison ultimately and potentially for the rest of their life, and it was because, as she mentioned in the scene, from across the pond or behind the keyboard, we'll come and get you from either way. Those are the types of things where you're trying to deter those types of criminal actions from occurring, and I think this is hitting on both ends.
And also, it's going to be a situation too where we're talking about educating the parents a little bit better to help them understand about what's going on. It's a hard thing to sit there and try to tackle.
Education, right? But then you're also talking about the parents can't be everywhere at all times. So it gives you that extra protection that if I can't protect them, I at least know the state of South Carolina is going to do everything in their power to deter and to prevent something like this from happening again.
All right, Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes, thanks. On a very tough case today with some sort of justice that are coming back here and closure for the families.